Good morning, you guys. I am in the garden. It's supposed to be 60 degrees today. I'm excited. I got my tea, I got my apron on, remember my microphone, and remember my stand. So all things are great. Um, have some tea, have some coffee, have your beverage of choice when you're in the garden. I like to come out early in the morning, as you can see, because I'm in a urban slash suburban setting. It can get really loud when I'm recording, and I have some not so peaceful neighbors that just like to be loud in general. So I like to come out in the morning before it gets all the way um, busy and just be out here. It sounds like my chickens are going crazy because they saw me come out and they want some treats this morning, and they're gonna just have to wait. So that is so good. I'm having some tea because I felt like a little bit of a headache is coming on, and I had my hat on because we're in those what I call in between days where it's still a little cold in the morning, warm enough to not have a jacket on, but I needed something, so I did have my hat on. Anyway, so that's what's happening. Now you'll see me with two watches on. Also, I love Fitbit. I don't get paid for saying any of this. I've been using Fitbit for 5 or 6 years, but they do this thing every about 18 months. It seems they stop working, and it's like, okay, is it me or is it the Fitbit? And I'm like, it's definitely me, because this time I didn't even go swimming. I love to swim, and this one did the same thing. It just, the button stopped functioning. And usually my husband will take the button off, he will fix it, and I'm like, no, we're not going to do that. So he bought me this Amafit, which is hilarious. And it's super cute because this one, it has a cuter interface. This has nothing to do with gardening. It's just on my mind, by the way. This one, you can like change your faces out, and you can like do things. And so it's been a little bit more fun. Anyway, I've had these on trying to see which one is the most accurate. Anyway, so that's been my life. I love science. I love like checking into theories and things like that. So today, what I have been working on is decluttering the garden space. I'm actually going to beautify this. This will be really, really pretty soon when my flowers start to pop. My sunflowers have already started to grow. And huge accomplishment, I must say this, two people that I know have gone and bought chickens. Yay. So I'm super excited. It's nothing like when you get that first egg and you're like, oh my gosh, I can't go back. So it is spreading. We want to spread the word, because there might come a day that you really need that self-sufficiency. So I'm going to talk about the chickens really quickly, and then I'll get into organizing. So with the chickens, there are several different type of chickens, and I meant to talk about that. So I would suggest that you do your own research. You can also buy meat chickens. I don't eat chicken, but my kids eat chicken. So at some point we might buy meat chickens to actually eat. If you do eat chickens, if you plan on breeding them or raising them to eat, I would recommend not. They're trying to get up in this garden. I would recommend not naming them, just so that you don't get too attached to them. That would be kind of weird for the kids to get attached to it and then have to slaughter it. So, and then you can get your egg laying chickens. The price of egg laying chickens are going up because of the egg shortage. Now, y'all, I didn't do nothing fancy. I like black tea. I know they got all these fancy goop gadgets and crap. Just, it is what it is. Hot water, tea, a little bit of honey. I am out of honey. I gotta go get some honey. Um, that is so good. The thing about tea and coffee that people don't know is when you drink tea and coffee, it forces the body to relax and it calms you down. So anyway, I like to have a glass of tea. My boys will come and sit with me and be like, "You want to have tea?" They don't like tea, but they'll fake it. Okay. So this is my gardening table. If you guys remember this from the fall, when I came out here, actually, it's usually warmer in the greenhouse. This greenhouse I bought on Amazon for about 3 years ago. Sorry, it might have been $100. When I find it, I will post that. I haven't seen people saying it's trash and things like that. Now, I don't think it's trash, but I am a person that once I get something, even if it is not so secure, I can work with it. I am a big believer in trying to utilize things until it falls apart. It's been many storms. We've had tornadoes hit and it's still standing. Now, what I did with it, I put rocks all around it and then I put larger um like 5 to 10 gallon gardening um, bins around it so that when windstorms come, this doesn't, we're not on the Wizard of Oz. So it's still standing. So some of my references give away my age. So forgive me for my younger audience and also for my subscribers. Thanks for sticking with me because it's been a cool journey. I'm glad that I dove right into it. As my friends were saying, like you could teach a lot of people some things and I hope that you're actually learning. So anyway, I have my apron on today. So I usually use an apron. If you're a guy, you can use an apron. I know a lot of guys also have the tool. It's like this tool thing that my husband used. Sometimes I will steal his. I'm putting this on this morning because I am gonna go for a walk. So whenever I am gonna go do something afterwards, I will just throw this on. I have not purchased anything special for the garden, and then I wear some high boots, knee boots, if I plan on really being out there for a long time. So that's I want to show you guys something because this is very important and I notice a lot of people are not talking about this. Let's see here. I had to take another sip. Okay, that's delicious. Now that would have been $6. I just saved myself $6. So I'm gonna put that in my piggy bank. I'm just kidding. Okay. This is where I keep all my seeds. I have 2 different locations so that if something happens, and when I say if something happens, if I'm on vacation or um, I'm out of town or something, and the kids need to grab this and get me something or anything, the family knows where it is. And so this is, let me see if you guys can see it. I might have to take this down for a second. I had to flip the camera around. This is a binder that I use. And what I do is I keep everything in one place, just like this. This is going to be very important for your mental health. It's going to be very important for your family. One of the big things that people don't do is they don't delegate and they try to do it all by themselves. But I can say, go grab my 3-ring binder and grab the thyme seeds and walk them to me. Because we need to be in a place and in a position where we're making sense. And I don't like when things don't make sense. Okay. And so what I do is when I see deals, I grab those deals and I put them in this binder. Now, these brown envelopes, my husband bought me when he noticed that I was getting really serious. And so now I have been able to keep my own seeds. This one is like a seed packet that was on its last legs. Let me see if any of my seeds are in here. So I do keep my own seeds now. It's another one. I gotta find them. Once I get to it, I'll show you guys. So yeah. So what you want to do is you want to find something that is very easy, very straightforward, and I would recommend in a place that you can always get to. These forget-me-nots, actually, a friend gave me. My husband bought me some flowers, and it came with these seeds at the bottom. I'm actually going to probably plant those today. These peppers seeds were 50 cents. They're always a good thing to have. The okra was 50 cents, so I kind of stocked up the zinnias. Okay. Last year, I was able to grow some beautiful zinnias, and I'll just pour out a couple so you guys can see them. and I got my own seeds there. So strongly recommend this. He was such a sweetie boo. So he went out and bought this book for me because I had been talking about it, and we'll get into that later on why I didn't buy it. So get organized. I actually think I'll leave those out. Let's leave those out because I think I'm gonna plant those today. So yeah, so that's my book. I don't know where he got it from. I don't ask. I just accept with grace. Hey, you guys, that book makes me so happy. Okay, so I am ecstatic about my little book, y'all. I'm gonna be in that book like it's the Bible. Okay, so this is it. Look at little me. Okay, I'm just kidding. Okay, so um, this is funny. He told me if something ever happens, I better grab this book. He said it's worth too much money. What I do is if I see something, I will buy it here and there. So I didn't go out and just buy like $200 worth of seeds. I do it little by little. I've always been that way. So okay, so let's go over this garden bed. As you guys know, everything, I mean everything, froze this year. So I I don't want to say I started stuff too early because what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to experiment to see what works throughout the winter so that when stuff hits the fan, and it will hit the fan. You guys have seen prices, so we might as well just stop saying if. Um, but so that we can know what will last through extreme temperatures. And actually, my little lettuce lasted, which I was shocked because they say arugula, oh, arugula is supposed to last. And I planted like so much arugula, and yeah, lo and behold, it froze over. So my onions have lasted. I don't know what my chickens are up to, but they are into everything. Onions, then I think that was what lasts. My arugula, my mustards, all the things that they say should last through extreme temperatures, gone. So we will be replanting those. My lettuce and my kale. This is lettuce and kale. These little ones here, iceberg lettuce babies. And those little cutie pies are fine. So put those right over here. These are the ones that lasted. They're about 4 inches tall. I will come back and put the name on the video. But look how pretty it is. And then there are my onions. And then there's my lettuce. So this morning, what I'm going to do is I do want to get some zinnias in now that it's getting warm. You see that one? It's something growing in there. So we won't use that soil. So I got to figure out soil. Okay. For all y'all who live in cold weather, do you feel like when it's spring, like you earned it? Like I earned this long walk I'm about to take. I earned this sun. Man, I'm telling you, living in cold weather makes you appreciate the sun. It makes you appreciate being able to walk out without layering. Um, it makes you appreciate. Although I do love the cold weather, I feel like the cold weather keeps the crazy people in. Have y'all ever noticed that crazy people stay in the house when it's cold for some reason? So I don't know if I'll ever really live in back in southern states. Although it seems to be trending that all the crazies are moving north. So who knows? Maybe I'll go to North Pole. But okay. So yeah, so corn, actually, if I have a bin, I can throw some corn seeds in there today so that y'all can see how fast they sprout. Um Again, if you're living in an apartment, because I do have a lot of people watching me, those totes that I just told you about, this is what I would do. I would take a tote, keep one for your rain barrel, and I would take a tote and keep one for your starter garden. What I did was I grew sweet corn, um, green beans, and zinnias in one tote. And see what she's doing because she hears my voice. Um, and maybe an herb, maybe an onion or a garlic, right? Just something. Because I'm telling you, when you get that first piece of food that you grow, you're gonna be hooked. It's like, it's like runner's high. It's like, oh my gosh. Which when I first got my chicken egg, I'm telling you, I was like a kid in a candy store because as you get older, it's less things to look forward to. So I got the chickens, and it was my first time. I'm in the city. People think I'm crazy. I'm this black girl, or they don't even know if I'm mixed. I have locks. I have all these things going on, and people are like, "You bought chickens?" Now I'm just adding on to the plate. Like, who are you? So I'm telling everybody, like, I'm waking up every single day. Go to the coop. Go to the coop. The disappointment, man. It's like waiting on Santa. So finally, week 20, like the to the day, week 20, I go out and it was an egg. Like I found the golden coin. Oh my gosh. I mean, I'm screaming. I'm screaming. So that's how it's gonna feel when you grow your first piece of fruit. All that to say, uh, go for it. Go cheap. You can get a shoebox. You can get those shoe boxes, those nice phone cases people have. I'm like, don't throw that away. Keep that. There's so much stuff around the house. You can just throw some soil in, um, and begin, and you will feel so accomplished. You know, you don't need a lot of money to feel accomplished. That's just a myth, right? Okay, y'all. Because I done got myself all worked up. Boom! Here's some empty soil. Let's put some corn in here. And then I will head off. So we got our zinnias. I am hell bent. Do y'all use that word? Can I use that word on YouTube? I'm hell bent. I have told my friends we are having a cookout, and we will be cooking all the vegetables that I grew. And no drought is going to stop me this year. So bring your pocketbooks so y'all can come and shop at my house. And they are like, okay, Dana, because they know I say whatever I say I'm going to do, I'm going to do it. It's just not a question with that. That's who I am. Now my husband, he's all like, grow some cabbages, which I grew cabbage, and the daggone rabbits ate it. So that's what I'm saying. I had to get used to, like, you attract a lot of, well, you attract humans, right? But then you attract like all these non-humans to your space. And yeah, so invest in the greenhouse. If I could tell you, if you could learn one thing from this video, even if it's those small cute ones. Now I will tell you this. I had this bookshelf, and I took that bookshelf because I was gonna throw it away. And that's what I used one time. I put it on my porch, and I went to the dollar store, got a cheap rain curtain, shower curtain, put the shower curtain over there in the meantime until I could afford a greenhouse. It was fine. No big deal. Let's get you a shower curtain. Okay. Let's get us some corn in here really quickly. And by the way, this is already moist because this is the soil from when everything froze over. So go to my handy dandy notebook over here. And the only thing that I have to do with this book is I have to put the dividers in there that tell you like if they're alphabetical order or not. And this was one of those weekends I call paperwork. I had so much paperwork to get done, and so I haven't been in here. Where's my sweet corn? Oh, that might be in my other book. Okay. Okay. Interesting. Cucumber. squash, carrots. I still haven't grown carrots. I've grown spinach, peppers. My ultimate favorite. Okay, my corn must be in the house. So what can we go? What can we grow that you guys can see me grow? Doo-doo. And we will do the sunflowers. Okay. I want you guys to see stuff that will start easy. The corn is in the house, so I have another bin of. So this is gonna be the sunflower dwarf. We'll drop these in here because so y'all can see. This is the coolest thing that I like doing. Look at the seed. This is a sunflower dwarf seed. I see that. I like to smell them. I know that's weird. It literally has no scent. Okay. So let's put these in here. Yay! Watch, this is going to be so pretty. It's going to be your favorite. It's going to be your favorite. Flowers make me so happy. Being outdoors make me so happy. Okay. So what I have started to do back at it with my table is I am still protecting this because I'm nervous about like stuff getting in, and I want you guys to see my work. I did some really good work last year that I was unable to share because of the critters. Um, so anyway, what I do is I do keep the packets because like I just finished this off. So what I'll do is I will replace this packet. So don't throw that away. That way you know you need to replace it later. Let's get that in there. All right, and now for the end of it, let's go ahead and cover this up. And off we go. So one thing that I'm gonna add out in the greenhouse is I need a trash can, and I'm adding a designated chair and end table for me. Let's put my hat back on because so I just loosely put this over like that. Just in case a little mouse digs through the ground, which would be crazy. That would be some dedication right there. But that dog is so loud. It's just so annoying. Okay. Y'all, I done got cold. Okay. So that's table number one. Okay. So there you have it. So in about a week, our sunflowers and our zinnias will be up. I will be planting more corn, lettuce, spinach, corn, lettuce, spinach. I don't know if I'm gonna do cabbage or lettuce, spinach, corn, lettuce, spinach, and my lavender and lettuce. I'm definitely gonna throw in my kale. Um, and so yeah, so I will make a post on that. So see you guys later. Thanks for hanging out with me. Please like, share, comment, subscribe. Let me know if you're learning anything and tell me what's growing in your garden. See ya. Bye bye.